This man was the woman's fiancé, but the woman had chained him up with iron chains. The woman thought the man was pretending to be that legendary sword god from years ago, so she wanted to call off their engagement, but the man easily broke free from the chains with just a casual wave of his hand. Then he warned the woman to think carefully before breaking off their engagement, but the woman just mocked the man, saying he wasn't good enough for her. She even taunted him, saying he was as weak as an ant. However, the man effortlessly caught the woman's attack with just 2 fingers and sent her flying 5 meters back. This made the woman furious, and she decided to let the man taste her strongest attack. So she used a secret technique and hurled her sword at the man. Amazingly, the sword stopped right in front of the man. With a single shout from the man, the sword actually started bowing to him. This shocked everyone present. Then the man admitted that he really was the sword god, but everyone just laughed at him, saying he was just lucky. They said the sword god's body radiates endless magical power, not something a low-class person like him could fake. Just then, a master swordsman arrived at the scene. The master noticed the man's face looked quite similar to that sword god, and was about to bow respectfully, but then suddenly remembered that the sword god had died 10 years ago. He was convinced the man in front of him was a fraud. This made the master very angry, so he decided to teach the man a lesson, but the man remained completely calm. To prove himself, the man claimed he could control all swords. However, the woman didn't believe him at all, because she had always been the one using this sword. When the woman reached out to grab the sword, amazingly, the sword instantly glowed with golden light. The sword also became 8 tons heavy, and no matter what the woman tried, she couldn't lift it. The master swordsman thought this was some kind of trick by the man, so he decided to try it himself. He used all his strength, and the sword slowly started to rise. Everyone cheered when they saw this, but the next second, the sword instantly became 80 tons and pinned the master to the ground. Furious and embarrassed, the master launched a direct attack on the man. The next second, the man shattered his weapon and knocked the master to the ground with a single palm strike.